gentlemen, please welcome the man whose birth was so difficult, it was nicknamed the Big Push, Craig Charles.
It's been a long time coming, but rev yourselves up for the biggest display of total destruction ever. The grand final of the Fourth Wars. Yes, folks, this is what 16 heats and 2 semi-finals have all been about. Forget the it's taking part that counts. It was taking your opponent apart that mattered. And boy, does some robots do just that. Later on, we'll be honouring some of those amazing robots and roboteers who've made this the most spectacular Robot Wars so far. But now, if you missed any of the carnage of the past few months, then first, expect Sir Kill-A-Lot around to your house to give you a brain transplant. And second, you'd better relive the road to Armageddon.
Over 1,000 teams applied to take part in the Fourth Wars. Only 96 were chosen to do battle in the infamous Robot Wars arena. 32 of them seeded on past performance, innovation and design creativity. That's just under 300 competitors involved in the titanic struggle to become the victors. We've seen 5 months of carnage, destruction and metal mayhem. And now we're only moments away from the grand final. Only one can win. Only one will raise that coveted trophy and proclaim to the world they are the Robot Wars Grand Champions. Let's take a look at the story so far. So, 16 robots are through to our semi-finals. In our first, 8 robotic gods lined up to win the coveted place in the grand final. Chaos 2 soon got rid of Steak 2, and Wheelie Big Cheese looked promising against Tornado until a weak titanium well gave way and the wheels dropped off their challenge. Pussycat struggled at first against Thermidor 2, but the lobster ran out of steam, and the cat got the cream. Dominator 2 perforated Firestorm 2 and at that stage looked set to go through. Confident and powerful, but they hadn't reckoned on our 2 favourites. The reigning champions, Chaos 2, performing its party trick once more. And Pussycat and that awesome blade, disrobing Dominator 2. And the cat went through to the grand final. Semi-final 2, and Stinger soon took the spring out of the mousetrap step. Immobilised, the trap was now set by the house robots, and Sir Kill-A-Lot's mercy killing meant 1 down, 5 to go. Panic Attack soon sent Spawn scuttering back to Essex. Kim Davis and his former champions were highly fancied by now. And Hypno-disc turned the hopes of a very gallant Splinter into sawdust. Excellent driving skills from Nick Adams saw Wild Thing terminate Exterminator 2. The boast from the pits, we'll be back, yeah? We'll be waiting. Then, one of the biggest surprises we've ever had. A thrilling battle. Panic Attack had the experience and fought weapons, but Stinger's innovative design meant it was hard to hit, and the judges by 1 point ruled it was the more aggressive.
They've gone for Stinger!
Then, Wild Thing stood up well to Hypno-disc's destruction, but there could only be one winner.
Based on the awesome destructive power of Hypno-disc, they've gone for Hypno-disc!
So, our 4 finalists. Pussycat. Hypno-disc. Stinger. And the reigning champs, Chaos 2.
The wars will work like this. Our 4 remaining robots will be paired off for 2 initial knockout fights. A 3rd and final battle at the end of the show will then decide who's going to be crowned Robot Wars champion. Let's see who's bashing who.
Craig, they're all seeds. The top seed's Chaos 2 meets Stinger. The second seed's Hypno-disc up against Pussycat. Now that's some tussle, I can tell you, Jules.
The Pussycat team is seeded 19th. It's phenomenal that they've got to where they are, but you need to go into that arena in a minute and do more damage. You've got the scalps here, everyone they've taken out, apart from Dominator. Now, I want to talk tactics, because you've drawn up against Hypno-disc, and my God, I wouldn't like to be you.
This is the moment of truth.
It is, isn't it?
And we're going to cream him.
Still confident as ever. We love this man's enthusiasm.
We're going to kill him.
Of course you are.
And if we don't, we'll go out fighting.
The Rose family, seeded number 2, but we think you are the favourites. I mean, these guys designed destruction. It's been awesome. You are 2 fights away from becoming the Robot Wars champion. How are you feeling?
Very excited and at the same time very, very nervous.
Who's driving?
I'm the driver.
Ooh, it's all on your shoulders, really, isn't it?
Yeah, you seem to sort of black everything else out. Once the 3, 2, 1 activates, all you're doing is concentrating on your robot and your opponent.
Let's hope so. Good luck. You deserve it.
Cheers.
Well, folks, this is what we've been waiting for. May the best robot win, and may there be some cataclysmic carnage on the way. Let the final wars begin!
From Banbury and seeded number 2, Hypno-disc.
Will the aluminium and mild steel shell survive the blade of Pussycat? Will the 750 RPM spinning disc send Kitty into itty-bitty pieces? Has a 3-mech and 20-mile-an-hour top speeds.
From Gloucester, seed number 19, Pussycat.
They believe that circular blade generated by a 24 brake horsepower motor can cause real damage. Don't forget they've beaten Razor, and the aluminium and polycarbonate design will stay firm, says David Gribble. I won't quibble.
Roboteers, stand by.
Hypno-disc with Dad Ken and the twins Dave and Derek. Spin to win, that's our motto, says Ken. Here's Pussycat, Alan Gribble. They're on the right, son David at controls. Robin Herrick,
2,
team overseer.
1. Activate.
Pussycat immediately on the attack. Look at that blade, or something's come off there. Hypno-disc straight away. It's caused damage to Hypno-disc straight away. I think it caused damage to one of the wheels. I'm not too sure. Let's see if one of those wheels is locked up. Pussycat, with their powerful circular blade, the saw blade causing damage to Hypno-disc. There it was, to the rear wheel arch. And I think one of those wheels is locked up. That's why Hypno-disc can't drive. Now, if Pussycat can push them into that CPZ, yes, the house robots can take over. They can attack once the machine goes into their corner. The corner patrol zone and shunt is causing damage to Hypno-disc. Will that aluminium and mild steel shell now withstand damage from the house robots? This is a real shock in the making. I can't quite believe it. No one really gave Pussycat a prayer against Hypno-disc, and they are stuck. That wheel is not moving, and look at that. That's damage to the enormously powerful blade of Hypno-disc, and it's stopped working. The blade has been immobilized. There is no weaponry. There is little movement for Hypno-disc. One wheel on your wagon. Around in ever-decreasing circles, I'm afraid. For Hypno-disc, what a surprise this is! Killalot has come in, and Killalot and the house robots have long awaited this moment. There are a few scores to settle for Hypno-disc. They've been brilliant competitors, I think, the Rose family. Great sports throughout, but they're out of it. Well, that's a typical sporting gesture from the Rose family. Alan Gribble, Robin Herrick and David Gribble are through. Do not quibble with the Gribbles!
Cease.
Well, would you believe it? Hypno-disc is in the pits. Pussycat roars again. Pussycat, go through.
Well done.
What happened there, guys?
I don't know. We had a bit of a trouble with the drive. I think it was on the left-hand side, and we just were in circles, so we were dead meat. And they sorted us out.
It happened really quickly. It went straight away, didn't it?
Yeah, well, it was maybe that first time they hit us, or the second time something's come loose, and that was it.
And then you're in the CPZ with Shunt, and
yeah.
I think he's wrecked your disc, hasn't he?
Yeah, there's no mercy from him either. So
merciless Shunt. You seem to take it in good spirits. You were everybody's favourite.
Well, that's what happens.
That's what. All is fair in love and Robot Wars.
Yeah. It's been great fun. We've enjoyed it.
And you'll come back again, won't you?
Yep, we will do.
You certainly will. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Hypno-disc! Unlucky guys. Yes! Can you believe it? No! What were you feeling going into that battle?
We were terrified.
I can't believe you've done it. I mean, it was the odds-on favourite.
I know. Like Rob, our other weapons man, he said that the blade will bend before it breaks, and he's right. It's
so, you're through. We're through. If you can take out Hypno-disc, you can take out anyone.
And we're gonna.
And you're going to. That's what I like.
We are
more
gonna.
confidence.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Pussycat!
The Rose family.
Oh, well.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Come on.
In a bin.
We needed to see that. You've designed destruction, but how do you handle defeat?
As well as victory, I think. It would have been nice to win, but we've had a great time. We've dished out more damage than what we received, so we're still in credit. It was great.
But what an awesome robot that Pussycat is.
Yeah, it was, yeah. It got us on the back end. I think that caused us a little bit of damage. Caused a bit difficult in steering.
Let's have a look. Can we see the damage?
Just a little nick in the back wheel there.
That's what it took?
That's what it took, yeah.
A tiny
Jammed up
little
rear
nick.
wheel and we were just going around in circles from then on. A little bit too close to shunt. Using the disc, stop the disc, we were
Popped you right through the
weaponless.
disc, didn't it? Can't wait to see you back for more destruction in the next wars.
Yeah, we'll be back.
And get it together for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Are you going to be functioning in the playoffs?
Might be.